How's it going? And today I'm going to be going over all of the Easter eggs that I've missed in my previous video that I did on the secrets and Easter eggs in Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And last video I said if I found enough Easter eggs for another video, then I'd make a second part on the series. And yeah, we've got quite a few new ones that hadn't come out at the time I made that video, because I made it very early to release and not everything had been discovered yet. So I've got a few more secrets and Easter eggs for you guys that you might not know about. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to help me out, and comment down below your favourite Easter egg. And if you want to, you can go check out my Twitch, the link will be in the description, and I'll be streaming this game over there, so don't miss that. But anyway, let's get into the first Easter eggs. So a cool secret in the game is actually the first letter of each world in the game spells out New World, which is a recurring thing in a lot of Kirby games. And I like that that's a little hidden detail they've done, which doesn't really add anything to the game, but if you look carefully you'll notice it. And now here's a big Easter egg that I missed out in the last video, and that's a third HAL room, which was discovered after I made the video. And so I didn't go over it last episode, I went over the other two HAL Easter egg rooms. So basically HAL is the company that made this game, and they like to hide Easter eggs in the levels, which are really hard to find actually. Like all of these were in crazy spots I never would have thought to look for myself. And so in this one, if you go to the side area of Dream Parade, where you're meant to drive this car in under 5 seconds, instead, if you go to the finish line in 86 seconds, which is very specific, then you'll get a really cool HAL Easter egg rising up from the hole in the middle. And I think the number 86 is chosen because in Japanese, the pronunciation of 86 sounds similar to HAL. I'm not too sure if that's correct, but it's a really cool Easter egg, and let me know if that's actually why 86 is the chosen number. I don't know how anyone discovered this. They must have been so bad at the game and taken 86 seconds to do this. But that's a really awesome one to find. Okay, the next one is a little secret where each mouthful mode actually has their own emotes. If you press the D-pad buttons, you'll do different emotes as Kirby, and what I didn't realize was if you're in some mouthful modes, they also have their own emotes. So for Ring Kirby, you will actually do a spin if you press one of the emote buttons, and then for Cone Kirby, you can spin on your head, and then for the car, you can press the D-pad, Elfalin will actually start resting on top of it. So that's a really cute one, and I thought that would be a nice secret to include in this video. This is a funny one. So if you charge the hammer for ages, it causes it to actually break, leaving only the handle, and then Kirby just does a pathetic swing which doesn't really do much damage. Luckily the hammer just suddenly appears again after you swing though, but I never actually thought to try holding it down as long as you could, and that's quite cool. Okay, so if you use the fire ability, you can actually light the fireplace in Kirby's house that's located in Waddle Dee Town, and this even gives you a coin the first time you do it. I really like that one because they actually thought about using that ability in Waddle Dee Town to interact with the world. Sometimes games overlook some little details like that, and so I like that they added in the fireplace actually being able to be lit. This one's a cute one. It's not really a secret, but waving at Waddle Dees using the D-pad will actually make them wave back at you, and I just love doing this in Waddle Dee Town. So if you're fighting Meta Knight, you can actually inhale his sword when he drops it mid-battle, and then he'll come back using his classic sword instead of the one he's got in this game. So yeah, this was discovered when someone just inhaled the sword, and you can see his original sword comes back because you've now stolen his new sword from him, and it's a cool throwback to the old Kirby games. Okay, now this is a big secret that actually makes a level much harder, and it's in Battle of Blizzard Bridge, which is in the ice world that has a bunch of boss fights. And there's a super secret alternate route in this where you can take the left of the giant bridge, which allows you to climb your way up some bricks that are sticking out past the tomato, and then when you get to the top there's a window that you can jump through, and a warp star then takes you to a harder version of the boss fights, where all of the boss fights you'll fight 2 bosses instead of 1 of them, except for the last one you'll fight 3 bosses instead of 2. So this makes the game much harder, but in the end you'll get a lot more rewards, which is very kind of HAL to give us that. And I actually really like that because making the game a bit harder can be more enjoyable sometimes. So in the figure collection of the game, there's actually a small HAL Easter egg with some of the different figures, and there's these 3 figures which are different companies or something, and one of them's called Holine Corp, the other's called Alivel Holding Company, and then the last one is called Lightron Works Company, and if you put the first letter of all of those together, it spells HAL. I'm pretty sure this is intentional. That's a cool Easter egg if it is, because these are like 3 random figures that have nothing to do with anything else, so I'm guessing they meant to do that. I did not notice this one, I had to be told it, but yeah, I haven't actually collected these figures yet myself, so I'll have to go and do that now. So yeah, those are all the secrets and Easter eggs that I could find, which I hadn't gone over in my last video, and if you want to see more of them, go check that video out, because it probably has bigger secrets in it, because I did go over a lot of the main ones back then. But there's also more codes in the game which I didn't mention in the last video, as I think some of them hadn't been discovered when I made the video, and so there's now 15 that I'm aware of, and I'll put them all on screen now, so if you go and use those in Waddle Dee Town, you'll get a bunch of rewards which can be really helpful. You can upgrade your gear. But yeah, that's all of the Easter eggs I could find, and let me know in the comments if there's any more that I've missed, because I could do a little update on this. I doubt there's going to be enough new Easter eggs for me to find for a whole new video. Maybe there are though. I'll have to go looking around the internet even more. But that was a really fun video to make, and I liked exploring all the secrets in the game. This is my favourite game so far in 2022. I haven't played too many new ones, but it's definitely on top for me this year. Oh, I also do want to play the new Lego Star Wars. That looks cool, but I'm not talking about that. But I really hope you like those Easter eggs. Comment down below if you know any others and what your favourite one was, and go check out the previous episode. But I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll try and do more content like this in the future. It's really fun making this for you guys, and go check out my Twitch if you want to see me streaming, because that's probably more chill. I'll just be hanging out with you guys and chatting and playing some games. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.